everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm your beloved Diamond Dinosaur, and in today's video we're going to be playing Hearts of Iron 4. Hearts of Iron 4 is a game about 1936. It's a game about World War II, and you can basically play about any country in the world that was in the world in 1936 and 1939. Any single country you can play as, or any single country that was in the world at 1936 or 1939 you can play as, and that includes smaller countries like Tanatuva and Liberia. But in today's video, I'm just gonna be playing in 1936 as the German Reich, and German Reich in 1936 was led by Adolf Hitler. And if I start here, you can see that game's pretty nice looking. And I'm actually gonna turn down my settings real quick. Whoops. My music. There we go, that's a lot better. If you start here, new game, 1936, Gathering Storm. Dark times are coming in Europe. Hitler has consolidated, or whatever that means, or whatever that says, his power and his attention, and the increasingly drawn beyond Germany's borders. Mussolini's Italy continues to embark on daring military adventures, while the Empire of Japan stands posed to attack China and Asia. Almost 20 years have passed since the end of the Great War, and the world has yet again been doused in gasoline. A single spark may light it all takes, or whatever that is. So yeah, 1st of January 1936. I'm going to be playing as German Reich in 1936, led by Adolf Hitler. His ideology is fascist. I think it's 4 ideologies. There's fascism, communism, democratic, and non-aligned. A lot of countries are either democratic or non-aligned. There's only very few that are fascist or communist. But the countries that are fascist or communist have certain buffs that they come with. Like, if you're fascist, you can basically say that almost everybody in the country has to serve no matter what. And right now, in Germany, they never have an election because they're fascist. The current ruling party is NSDAP. And the brief history, if you want to read that, you can just pause it and read it. I'm not going to read it. But the starting buffs that they have is MIFO bills, and if you want to read that, go ahead. General staff, division organization +5. So my my divisions, or the groups of people that fight for me, are more organized, and the planning speed is better. And bitter loser, which means I can create a faction, and ideology drift defense is +50. So it's harder for my ideology to change. And the Anschluss is to get Austria to join the German Reich, and the Danziger War, which will be in the coming future. Basically, Poland refused to give Germany Danzig, which started World War II, and war with the USSR, which the operation was Operation Barbarossa. But yeah, let's get to it. Adolf Hitler, he's a dictator, and I get a buff because for him leading. I do not have any DLCs, so I cannot play with the Kaiserreich or anything like that. But as you can see, it has like a little pop-up right here, and this is the fascist. That's how many people support that. That's communism, and that's democratic. Both of these are at 20%, and the fascism has at 60. As you can see, it includes the entire world. That includes China, Japan. I have played as China before, and I've taken over almost all of China's area. I've even taken plays at Japan and pretty much took over the world. You have British Raj, the United Kingdom, Ethiopia, which is probably going to get erased because the Italians usually are good enough to take them out. You have France's territory, and you have a lot of France down here, Belgium, Portugal, and South Africa. You have a lot of countries. You even have South America, which mainly does nothing. I mean, usually playing as the German right. Venezuela offers to join, and you have Cuba. You even have the United States, which is uh led by Roosevelt, and you got Canada, and you even got the United Kingdom, Ireland, France, Spain, Portugal, Italy. And but I'm gonna be playing as the German Reich. So you have the different difficulties. You have civilian, which is like the easiest. Recruit, which is like a little bit harder than civilian. Regular, which is just like normal mode. Veteran, which is kind of hard, and elite is like it's extremely hard. You have game rules, and you have Iron Man mode, which allows you to get achievements. And you have historical AI focuses. I found out that for for some reason, even if I have this on or off, they kind of like don't do what they really did. Like it took Germany till 1940 to do Anschluss, which I think they did in 1937 or 19 sometime before 1939. I know that, but and sometimes France goes communist and stuff like that. But let's get to it. Starting German Reich. I have a lot of games. I'll just I'll just put the save file as YouTube. I will be doing more games on this. So we're starting now. Wait for it to load. Got loading graphics and stuff like that. So this is what I start with. I have 69 factories. I have 28 military factories. Hold on. 10 naval dockyards and 31 civilian factories to use. I start off with 1,340,000 manpower. My stability is quite high, and the war support is quite low, so people don't really want to go to war. This is the decisions tab, which I gain political power, so I can do all this. Like I can do anti-democratic or anti-communist raids, which take 50 political power. I can cancel the MIFO bills, or I can continue doing them, which allows me to keep growing my armies without any democratic countries getting mad at me. And you have my logistics, which shows everything that I have in my inventory. I have recruit and deploy, which you can train up new divisions. I have production, where I produce everything, and I have construction, where I can obviously construct new things. Trade, which is very important. If you don't have enough civilian factories, then you're gonna have negative amount of resources, which means you can't produce things like cars and stuff like that. Well, not cars, trucks as fast. You have diplomacy, which I usually don't use, so is your diplomatic relations with other countries. And you have the research tab, which everything you can research. You have industry, engineering, air doctrine, just basically the way that they're gonna do things. I have a battlefield support, which is what German Reich starts off with, and you have the air research, which you're gonna obviously research different kind of planes. You can even get you can even have jet planes and stuff like that. You have the naval doctrine. You have the naval research. You have a lot of options. You have battle cruisers, battleships, cruisers, destroyers, carriers, which I have not researched a single one yet. Submarines and transports, and land doctrine. You start off with mobile warfare because I'm gonna be going down the blitzkrieg route. You have artillery, which is obviously artillery. You have armor. You have support companies, which basically whenever you research a support company, you can add it on to your you can edit your infantry divisions to make it so that they have a little buff. But usually what I start with is I usually go with that, and I go down to industry. I start getting basic machining tools, engineering. I start getting electrical mechanical engineering, and then for the fourth one, I usually go for land doctrine, and wait, no, not land doctrine, armor, But for most countries, you usually don't have the 1936 tanks. But I'm gonna do the support company, and I'm gonna be getting the field hospital, and it recovers your infantry faster. But there you go. And we start off with insufficient rubber. So I'm gonna start collecting that. With plenty of civilian factories. This is the decisions I was. If once I get enough political power, I'm gonna be doing anti-communist raids. Cause usually if I don't ban communism in the start of the game, there usually is a lot of civil wars that start to break out. So I usually get rid of them as fast as possible. Um, yeah, that's pretty much everything. I do have unassigned divisions, which I'm gonna start. I can assign a division, and I can give them a leader or a commander, and then I can put a front line so that they patrol this border here. And all these divisions, I'm gonna be putting on the Austrian border, just in case they do not accept the Anschluss, which basically says that I get all their land and everything like that. And first things first, I'm gonna do the Rhineland so that I can move my troops into this land when it comes time for it, and I can also progress in the tree. So let's unpause, and I'll usually put it to 5 here for a little bit, and I'll usually start with constructing military factories in some of the places, which takes time, and then I'll also start building more civilian factories and naval factories. I should put like 2 in each one almost. And now it's just playing the waiting game. I do have free dockyards, so I can put another dockyard to construct one of the submarines. I have no divisions in basic training. I think that's gonna have to wait a while because I do not have enough infantry equipment yet or support equipment. So once I do have enough for that, I will start doing it. Rhineland is almost completed. It's about halfway there. We already start with partial mobilization for the economy. I have limited exports, and the conscription is limited conscription. As you can see, the extensive conscription is already lit up, so I can do that, but I do not have the political power yet. And in decisions, I can start. I can actually ban communism once I get the political power for it. But now we're just kind of waiting for the Rhineland to finish. Just gonna wait a little bit. I think we can actually start training infantry, because we're gonna need a lot more people in the field to actually do some of the more important decisions later on. Like I think we're gonna need 950,000 to start the do Danziger War, which will basically probably start off World War II. As you can see, it turns yellow because I do not have enough equipment to start. But I think if I just get rid of one of these, it should help it out a little bit. I do have and there you go. I'll pause it. And if you wanna pause the video and just read all that, it's okay. And I mean, we have remilitarized the Rhineland, so I can move my troops into the Rhineland whenever I want now. And as you can see, it's completed, and I actually can do that, but I'm not going to because there's no need for it. But this, I'm going to be doing fascisming, because this will help out my war support and it will boost fascism in the country. So if you come here, you can actually see that it will gain in fascism support. So once I have the enough, I'm gonna ban communism, and I can either go with Japan or I can go against Japan, or uh, you don't really have to do both. But I decide kind of want to go with Japan, kind of do historically, or and once I get 500,000 troops, then I will be able to do Angeles. But for now, I'm just going to do army innovations. So just let it go now. You have 3 screens or map modes. You have the naval map mode, which I usually take all of my naval armies, or whatever you call them, divisions, and I usually take them, and because for Germany, since they only have one area of water, I usually just put them all into one, because later on I will let's go. The research for electrical engineering is finished. I'm gonna start doing mechanical computing so I can get my research speed to boost up decision available. Anti-democratic raids or promises of peace. I'm gonna save up again so I have 100 so I can ban communism. But I'm quite sure either the fascist will get that or the democratic. And there's the Treaty of Addis Ababa. Italy won. Ethiopia was annexed. And as you can see here, go back to the land map mode. Italy has conquered all of Ethiopia. I have played as Ethiopia once, and I found out that I think it's like, if I have like one big line of troops along this, then I keep saving up and I keep putting more men there, then they will come and they won't be able to take out my lines. So once I have enough manpower or divisions, kind of both, I usually take over the south side, and then I'll push up to the border here, and then I'll take over that. And I usually offer peace to the Italians if I can, and then I have basic freedom, so I can keep boosting up my military. As you can see, Poland, it has a lot more divisions on my border up in the whatever that says. I cannot spell that or that up in more than me, and it says down here if you're being beaten. But down here, the Austrians have a slightly, or if they do deny it, then they are definitely gonna lose, unless they join the Allies, which I'd probably lose, because I'm not fit for World War II yet in 1936. So unpause it and let it run. I think once I'm done with army innovations, or I get down to the Molotov Ribbentrop, whatever that is. Once I get Angeles, I'll probably start to I'll probably end the video there. But for now, just kind of waiting. I am almost enough. I have almost enough political power to ban communism. I have 11 military factories that I can use. I'm actually gonna start building my Air Force. So as you can see, I'm running out of rubber again in the future, and definitely gonna work on that. Oh, basic machining tools is finished, and the whatever that says is finished. So I'll pause it, and I still have 3 factories. So I'm gonna put it like that, and I will go to trade, and I'll start getting more from. Oh, I'm gonna run out of civilian factories. I think one of these I might be able to get more of these, but I'm actually gonna go to production, and I'm gonna lessen how much rubber I need, so that I can actually save up my rubber, and I will go down one, and I'm probably gonna be losing some still if I unpause. No, okay, it's gonna stay there. Alright, that's good. So I can start researching. I usually go for German. I usually do dispersed industry because I know I'm gonna get bombed. And then in engineering, I will probably not engineering, infantry. I will kind of lay off on this until it's 1938 or 1937, because you can see it's gonna take a long time to get that stuff done. But for now, I'm gonna focus on artillery. I'm gonna start interwar artillery, and then I'm gonna get anti-tank. So if I start that, and I'll unpause it, and Army Innovations is almost over. I'm gonna go into the decisions. I'm gonna ban communism. So let's see. I think I don't know if we got. I think the Democratic Party got it. I'm probably gonna do the 4-year plan once I get the once I do the treaty with USSR, so that I can get medium tank models more, and armor technology is boosted a little bit. Okay. So once this is over, I'm gonna have to pay the MIFA bills. But once I get that political power, I'm gonna actually do anti-democratic raids, so I can start lessening the amount of Democratic Party. I don't. Oh, field hospital is done researching. Hmm. Actually, gonna go into naval, and I'm gonna start getting the whatever that says. I cannot say some of these words because most of them are German, and I cannot speak German well. Well, MIFA bill's almost over. We have unassigned divisions. All right, that's doing its thing. And yes, I do have the first division, which I'm gonna be putting up here so that they'll come here and then go around and into here, so that you can see that they have big gaps in the lines. But I can actually put deploy all these divisions, and 9 divisions here, which I'll be putting up here. Currently I'll have a pretty decent military. I'll try and get like 14 or 15 here. 14. Yes, we'll have exactly 500,000. So I'm gonna do the Angelus, which will help me out on manpower, and I'll have more factories to use. I think construction is going quite speedily, or speed. Yeah, we're done with the military factories. Now we're just working with the civilian factories. So how many military factories I have? 34. That's a lot. Let's go. All right. I'm gonna do the Army Innovations times number 2. Faster research. And now that this is all completed, I can draw a offensive line here. I'll basically push up to the river, and I'll go here, so that whenever my people are on the border here, I'll be able to push into Warsaw. Ooh, the Olympic Games. I'm actually gonna do promises of peace, so that I am more stable and I can get political power a little bit faster. At this moment, we're kind of just waiting till all these are hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need to get rid of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, that should have been it. I have these, which I'll put down here, which I think, actually no. I'm going to start a new division, because if they go over that, it makes them slower, and they can't plan as fast. And they'll go to the border of Poland. The war support is going to go down because of the promise of peace. Army innovations is almost done. How many people do I have in my army at the moment? I have 452,000. And I have a pretty small amount in training. As you can see, we're running out really low on infantry equipment. So start anti-tank, and if this is okay, they do have enough to start. And once they are put down or deployed, I'm gonna put them onto the on this division group. Almost done. There we go. I can now do the enchiladas or whatever it is once the army innovations is over. And after that, that kind of opens up a lot. I'm gonna start demand student land or whatever that is. I need 725,000 manpower in divisions in the field. That I could do first. There we go, enchiladas, and this is gonna help out my how many people I have in the army. They have they're probably gonna have 6 or 7 factories that I can use. Let's go dispersed industry. As you can see, you can even make nuclear bombs. But I'm gonna start with the radio so I can get my reinforce rate a little bit higher. And the air, I'm actually gonna start getting heavy fighters. Actually, not heavy fighters. What years? 1936. I'm gonna go back to land doctrine. I'm gonna actually start with this, and it's about 50 days till either Austria accepts or denies. I'm quite sure they're gonna accept it like they usually do, but if they don't, then probably gonna have to go to war, and I'll probably very quickly push into the land since they don't have enough divisions on their border. I can just I'll have like my tank division here push down and encircle these guys so that I kill them quite quickly. And then I'll push. I think I can push through here. I can encircle that, and I can encircle this division, and then I'll push to Vienna, which will most likely capitulate them, and I can actually start. I can ban democratic parties. So now we're 100% fascist. That is finished, so that's great. Probably gonna be doing the convoy and indirection or whatever it is. And the Spanish Civil War just broke out. I am gonna send divisions to help out the fascists in Spain. Once I actually don't know what I should start researching. Actually, I'm gonna do the military police, so that whenever I conquer more places, then I'll have enough military police to stop them. As you can see in Spain, you have there's two sides: the fascist and the communist or whatever. I can send volunteers to them, but I'm actually not gonna now, cause I'm gonna actually save up my manpower. And I mean, usually the nationalists win, but I'm quite sure the Soviet Union is probably gonna send volunteers to the Republican, and Italy might send volunteers to the nationalist. I have no divisions in training. That's okay. There we go. And the Angelus is completed, and I now own all this land. And now that's completed, how many people? They had 66,000 people in the military. So I'm actually gonna be resurrecting the Eastern claims, so that I will. There we go. Welcome to the Reich. And I think I have enough to. Actually, I'm not gonna do that because it's gonna lessen my factory output. I think I'm just gonna keep saving up so I have more. I'm quite sure that I'm gonna gain Mel or Memel from the Lithuanians, and I might in the future, if the Soviets do not take out the Baltic or whatever this is. Yeah, the Baltic countries here. Then I'll probably take them out as soon as possible, so I can have a bigger area. Cause I'll probably take out Romania, or Romania will join my faction, which is the Axis, and I'll have a huge amount of land to take out the Russians. I can actually start researching. I'm gonna research the anti-tank upgrade, even though it's not the year yet. And I can start doing this, so I'm gonna have a lot more people as manpower. And on this line, I'm gonna put a point to push towards this. As you can see, it turns yellow because I won't have enough people to cover that. I'm gonna push up to the river so that it's gonna be harder for them to push back into my land. And I'll tell them to start doing that. How much longer to? Alright, not much longer. Yeah, Danziger War needs almost 1 million manpower divisions in the field. I mean, after this, I'm gonna do the anti-Comintern pack. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. The world tension is actually quite high. The only war in the world right now is the Spanish Civil War, and the nationalists are currently winning. Yeah, they're pushing towards Madrid right now. I'm quite sure how many divisions do the nationalists have? They have up to they could have up to 106. Alright, Memel has joined. Excellent. And as you can see, we now own Memel. And I'm gonna. Alright, well, I think that's enough for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. And if you really enjoyed the video, then go ahead and hit the like button. And if you have any suggestions or questions, put it down in the comment section. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.